What's up guys, it's your boy Jabberboy108 here. I am going to be doing the 2013 Brazilian Grand Prix race commentary. I'm going to be driving this Jenson Button. Of course, I might as well finish it out with Jenson Button. Jenson Button winning from last year. And I think it seems right, you know, to finish the season off with a driver who I started out with at the start of the season. So, safety car will be on. It's going to be a 25% race, which means it's going to be an 18-lap race, a pretty long race. The difficulty will be on expert. Nice, good difficulty there. And yeah, folks, here is the Brazilian Grand Prix track guide by Anthony Davidson.
Okay, here we go on a lap of Interlagos. This anti-clockwise circuit makes it one of the most physically demanding tracks for the drivers, on their necks especially. Running down towards turn one, a great overtaking opportunity, using the DRS as well. Slow it all down, easy to outbrake yourself here, and reserve the speed in turn one to open up turn two, and then hard on the throttle around turn three. Don't use too much of the exit curve here, that will upset the car at high speed. Now the run down the hill towards turn four. Great marker boards on the right hand side, down through the gears into third. Use a bit of the entry curve, not too much of the exit, you don't want to run off there, it will pull the car out of the circuit. Now on the run down towards the fast right hand corner of turn 6 and 7, a beautiful chance to feel the high speed balance of this car before slowing it all back down into the hairpin of turn 8. Use all the curb and more, and then in turn 9 it's quite often the car will get away from you, understeer or oversteer on the exit. Turn 10, nice straight braking, slow it all down once again and be patient on the exit here as it goes off camber slightly before this flat out left-hander and the run towards the penultimate corner. 50-metre board, slow it all down, don't be too greedy here because this is the most important area of the track in terms of traction, and as you head up the hill you need that momentum with you, particularly in a racing situation. If you've got a car behind you, they will have a go down into turn 1, and as we head back towards the start finish line, that's a lap in Sao Paulo.
So there we go, folks. A quick little announcement. I did say this on my description for the last video yesterday. But yeah, I am going to be doing a GT5 farewell lobby on GT5. Sorry. It's going to be 8 PM GMT to 10 PM GMT. The lobby name is going to be called Jabba Lobby, J-A-B-A, all in caps, and then L, and then after that it's all in non-caps, so O-B-B-Y. And my PSN is at Jabberboy, J-A-B-B-Y, and then 188 after that. And then, yeah, just come, chill, hang out, let's celebrate the ending of GT5. We're going to be doing loads of races, you know, come, for instance, one makes, PP, maybe, you know, manufacturer, you know, races. So, yeah, folks, come, you know, enjoy yourselves for those. And, yeah, folks, we'll see you, over there. So, yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. If you are coming, that's good news. If not, then don't worry, you know, I won't be too angry at you for not coming. So yeah, folks. So here we go, guys. I start it on the grid. Let's see where we can finish. And it's go here in Brazil for the final time in 2013. Get a good start off the line. We're side by side with Felipe Massa. We get past Felipe Massa as we are heading into turn number 1. We are side by side. We get past Rosberg coming out of the center. Rest is braking and really getting out of shape. Having to check up to not run into the back of Raikkonen. Raikkonen going defensive. I'm going around the outside here. Down the main straight, braking hard. Almost running into the back there. Mark Webber having to back out to allow Vettel to take that position. So we are up into 5th place. Good start from me in the McLaren. A car that's usually not around these positions. I mean, usually throughout the race it usually can be in these positions, but at the start it usually is around sort of the 10th place area. But you know, that's because of my great start and because of my great overtakes. I am now right behind Sebastian Vettel, and Vettel getting a little bit out of shape there, heading into the Zhongshan hairpit. I think Zhongshan corner. Heading down the main straight, and there you see the clouds. The clouds are starting to build up. Are we going to get some rain during the race? Hopefully, you know, since it's the last race, and since Brazil usually creates those. Heading down the main straight. Oh, running a little bit deep there. Vettel probably might take the position back, but no, he doesn't. And that means I take 4th place. Good move by Jenson Button there in the McLaren. Today in Brazil at Interlagos there, going down the main straight into the Descido del Lago. Coming out of the Descido Lago, coming into the double right-hander where Fernando Alonso pulled that beautiful pass in 2011 to take the position off Jenson Button. Heading into these next couple of corners, not really a place really to overtake, but this is a place to overtake. And we've seen many overtakes through this corner here, be it 2009 or 2003. Heading into the Zhongshan corner. And coming down the main straight, Hamilton has just completely ditched the Ferrari of Fernando Alonso and Mark Webber, and just pulled out a big lead from those two, as we are now heading into the 3rd lap out of 18, heading into the Senna S's, getting a good exit, starting to close a little bit up to Mark Webber, but I think I've got DRS, nice. Heading down the main straight, I'm going to use the slipstream of Mark Webber, but not close enough, and not enough space to really get past the Australian, who is on his final weekend in F1 in Britain. He announced that he was leaving Formula 1, going to Porsche. Good move by Mark Webber. You know, he's done a lot of racing. I think it's time, you know, he puts his gloves. No, not really his gloves. I think it's time that he puts his Red Bull outfit off to one side and now puts on his Porsche outfit for next year. Porsche now coming back into Le Mans next year. So excited for so excited to see how quick the Porsche is during the season, and what major kind of threat they're going to put to Audi and Toyota as they're making way down the main straight. Oh, having a look on the Mark Webber. Oh, we can do it. Oh, we've done it. We have done it. What a move. Down the outside, Mark Webber giving me a little push. As we are heading down the main straight, Mark Webber getting DRS. But what an insane move there. Round the outside of Mark Webber in the Senna S's. Beautiful, beautiful textbook stuff there by Jenson there. Now heading into the double right-handers here. Turning it in. Oh, a little bit too early there. Now heading into this next corner. For this bit, you really want to hug this corner. You wanna for that bit, you wanna be, you know, right at the corner tight, and then exiting the corner tight as well to get a good run onto that corner that just went by there. Going into the Descido del Lago, tight through here, and then down the main straight, trying to use all of that momentum to keep my speed up throughout this long straight. And it is very, very crucial, because there could be cars behind that could get DRS on another car, and if you don't have the momentum, then you're going to be overtaken. So you really need good momentum through that corner, through that straight there. As we are now heading out of the Senna S's, down the main straight, down into the Descido Lago on lap 5 out of 18. We're doing a good job at the moment. I'm just saving my fuel. I'm 3 seconds behind Alonso. So we're doing actually quite nicely at the moment. Button has another podium this season. McLaren hasn't. Really, real bummer that McLaren hasn't been able to do a 2009 Lewis Hamilton thing and just turn the McLaren into a sort of a race-winning car. McLaren last year very dominant. They won the first race. They were in it for the title, but reliability problems just pushed McLaren to third in the constructors table, and it doesn't look good this year. I think it's going to be much worse for McLaren. Bummer for them. I hope really they can turn it around in 2014 with Kevin Magnussen joining the team. That's right, Kevin Magnussen is joining the team for next year. What do I think? I think it's a little bit. Selfish by McLaren to do that, because Perez, he looked good. He was doing really consistent results. He was a very good driver. I know a lot of people are going to say, Monaco was very aggressive. No, look at the other races and now tell me if he's aggressive. Look at the other results as well, because I can guarantee you he hasn't been like that after that. He's been so consistent. He's been so good with the passes, and I think this kid should have had probably 3-4 years with the team. So yeah, I think it's a bit selfish by McLaren. It's not the first time that a driver has had 1 year with McLaren. Fernando Alonso, the most recent one, 2007. Where he had a bit of rivalry with Lewis Hamilton because of his success throughout the year, and really, I think it was I noticed that the team were really backing for Hamilton to win the championship in 2007. There, sort of like Ayrton Senna, back in the late 80s, where the McLaren team were all favouring Ayrton Senna, while Alan was just thrown off to one side. Although he did get supported by, the president of the FISA, Jean-Marie Blesque. So yeah, folks, I mean, just same thing, almost the exact same thing to Alain Prost, getting pushed out to one side, Jenson, getting all the success, all the happy notes, all the, all getting the seats, for next year, whatnot. I know he's been in the team for a while, but I think they should have been paying a little bit of attention to Prez, because, that kid could do well, And we've seen him in 2012. He's been right up there. He's been doing really good for the team, especially, and he's been doing good for Sauber, last year. He got the podiums, in a car that didn't really look like it was going to be a podium finisher. So yeah, folks, just give the kid one more chance. I think he will do better. I really think the kid can get a win. I really think he can do it in his career. I will be massively upset if he doesn't do it, because this kid has got some fire in his soul. So yeah, folks. Coming down the main straight, Hamilton setting the fastest lap. I'm doing a 1:14, really off the pace of Hamilton there. Probably I might be struggling in terms of the tyres. My tyre's not doing very well. It's on the orange section, but the good news is I am going to be pitting this lap, which is good news for the tyres, for myself, and for Webber, and for my attack on Webber, because had it been the fourth lap and it been like that, I would have been in real trouble, and I probably would have gotten overtaken by Webber, who's getting right close to me. But I am going to pit this lap, unless Webber gets me during this lap, which would be very probably unlikely, to be honest. I know when you make, I know a mistake is quite, in the sort of, I know mistakes are sort of in the rise, of possibilities, but I'm very consistent. I usually make 1 or 2 mistakes. I'm starting to improve in terms of not making mistakes now, when racing. So yeah, folks. So coming into the pit lane, we block Alonso as he was trying to get out of the pits. what happy! Oh, that is great news by Button there, because that means he'll get a lot. He'll be a lot closer to Fernando Alonso coming out of the pit. Where do we feed out? Can we get ahead of our teammate? And yes, we do. Button is ahead of his teammate, and we are. But the bad news is we are in major traffic. We've got Vettel ahead of us. Hopefully, Vettel will be coming into the pit this lap. Perez right behind us, looking left, right to try and see if he can make a move. I'm surprised that the team haven't told him to back off because I am on a different strategy. I am a little bit quicker. I'm in a different position to Perez. So yeah, I think best thing for him to do is to back off, and he is doing that. So that's good news. So coming into the next corner, we're closing up to Vettel. We make a little mistake there. Not too much to be a real major problem. Coming down the main straight here, Vettel going to pits, which is great news for me. We continue to go on to lap number 10. 8 laps to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix. 8 laps of the 2013 season. So it is gonna be good. Stay tuned, guys. I think this is gonna be something you guys are not gonna miss. I think this is gonna be something you guys are definitely gonna be watching, because at the moment we are starting to close up to Fernando Alonso, and the good news is we are majorly ahead of Mark Webber, which is a doubly good news. I don't think we're going to catch the lead at Hamilton. I think it's a little bit unlikely. Sucks, you know. Button getting his first win of the season. Tip for victory. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, tip for victory. I think it will go to Vettel. He's just in a class of his own. The car looks good. He looks good. So yeah, folks. 9th win in a row for him. So coming out of the corner there, starting to get a little bit of wear on my tyres. I've got to be a little bit careful, got to be smooth out of the corners. So that's the key tip you've got to be using for tracks like, that's the key skill you've got to be using when managing your tyres. You've got to be very, very smooth. You can't just be jaggy, you know, around on the exit of corners. You've really got to be so smooth. And that is what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm starting to do now, because you know, I know that my pit stops are over now. I know that, you know, I know that, you know, I was going to say my fuel, but my fuel is on -1, so I've got to be a little bit careful of that. I know that I'm setting the fastest lap. Now I'm starting to catch in at Alonso, but I think, you know, if I save my tyres, that'll be better, you know. That'll be better than just having wear tyres, you know, at the end there. So I'm going to save my tyres for a bit. I'll probably lose a bit of time to Fernando, which sucks, but whatever, that doesn't matter. Yeah, he's not my main concern at the moment, you know. And whatever, you know, if I get 3rd place, that'll be great for Button, you know. But because Button has had a wretched season, like I said, he hadn't had a lot of good results. He's been in the last race he had his worst start in the whole season. So yeah, folks. I mean, this is a good race for him. You know, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, "Oh, he should be in the front. He should be leading the race if his car's good." Well, then look at the season. Look at the results. Then come and tell me, if this is a good result or not. Okay. So yeah, folks. So Brazil, a good track, I love it. It's got a good flow to it. Produced a lot of good memories. My favourite would have to be 2003. That was a chaotic race. It was started by the safety car. It was led by Kimi Räikkönen. It was then Rubens Barrichello got the lead, but then he had a problem. Major bummer for him, leading his home race and then just having that, you know, just major bummer. Barrichello's had a lot of bad luck, you know, in Brazil. 2009, remember that, the major one, you know, in Barrichello's career, and maybe a lot of fans' career. a lot of fans, you know, him getting a punch in the last couple of laps and that making Button world champion with one round to spare. So yeah, folks, what else? Yeah, so Button crashing out, going into the DRSs, then Schumacher, and then the big one, Webber smashing into the wall, smashing into the wall down the main straight, that pit straight, and then following on afterwards was Fernando Alonso, who ran into a bit of debris from Mark Webber, which sent him into the wall there, and then I think that brought out the red flags, and then yeah, folks, and then in the end, Kimi Räikkönen won the race, but then after that, the race was given to Giancarlo Fisichella because the race was finished. The race was finished just after that Fernando Alonso crash. So and the FIA was having a lot of bad confusion about who had won the race. Now, I mean, to be honest, you know, they should have been keeping a lot of good eye on that, you know, and but you know, I can respect them for having that little bit of confusion because that was 2003. They didn't have a lot of good technology back then. You know, the PCs, you know, back in 2003 were starting to grow. Now they weren't as advanced as today. So yeah, folks. So yeah, I mean, today, now, you know, in Formula 1, they have driver track-ins, you know, they have CCTV cameras throughout the whole track, so they have loads and loads of facilities out there now, you know, and it makes their life more easier to pick a winner. So, yeah, folks, really, really chaotic, and, yeah, the race after that, which is the San Marino Grand Prix, Giancarlo Fisichella won the race. Brilliant decision, to be honest. A lot of people, including myself, you know, thought that Giancarlo, you know, had the win there. So yeah, really, really deserving victory for Fisichella there. And that wasn't his last victory. There were many more for Renault as well. So yeah, folks, back to the action here, folks, and we are starting to get some rain. Hell yes! Oh my god, we have missed it. I have missed the rain so much. Last time we had a wet race was in Belgium. I had to change onto a new set, and then that dropped me down to 18th, and that was all she wrote. I couldn't really make a big difference, you know, at the last part of the race. So yeah, folks. We got Peak there. Oh, sorry, Peak there. But I think Peak. I think that was a little bit of Peak's fault. He didn't know. I think that was a little bit of Peak's fault. You know, not aware of, you know, my surroundings there. He should have really gotten to the side of the track there. So I've done a okay job in terms of. Actually, you know, I think I might save my fuel. I know I've got 4 laps left, but my fuel is critical. I cannot afford to run out of fuel during the race. So I am going to do that. I don't think I am going to catch Alonso. I think that's a little bit unlikely now because of my fuel. Had I had a lot of fuel left, I would have probably had him there, but whatever. Doesn't matter, you know, 3rd is a good result for Button. So, yeah, folks, next, so my next big threat is now Webber. Webber is behind me. He is 2.2 seconds. I don't think the rain is going to make a big difference during the race, so I think it's just going to be like this for the rest of the race. Doesn't matter, you know. Doesn't matter, you know. That's the main thing. It doesn't really matter now, you know. I don't have to worry, you know, about the conditions while weather is closing me down there. All I can worry now is just Webber, and that's it for the next 3 laps. So the gap behind me is 1.7 seconds. I've got to know, we've got 3 laps left. I'm just saving my fuel. I'm doing the best I can in terms of fuel saving. and in terms of tyre saving as well, because it's now starting to go onto the orange side. That's not a really good place to be for these tyres, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with that. And my the fuel light is going on red now, it's flashing now, so that means I've got not much fuel left, so I've got to be really careful now in terms of my fuel. Gap's now 1.9. Oh, a little bit mistake there. Sliding the car. Gotta be careful of that. Don't want to make it too. Don't want to do those too many times during the race. Heading down the main straight. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here in the 2013 season. Braking hard down into turn number 1, down to the CRS's. Good exit through there. A little bit of back end stepping out there, but not too much to cause a major problem. Down the main straight. And I'm 5.3 seconds. So yeah, I'm done in terms of the Alonso fight. So now it's just, all I've got to do is just hold off Webber, and then it will be a podium for Button. And hopefully that will become true, you know, in the race. I really hope that it does become true. I hope, you know, Button can finally, you know, after so many races, after his last podium, which was actually last year, where he won, it would be such a relief to him to get a podium, because a lot of the team have been saying, you know, that's our target, you know, a podium or whatnot. So I really hope that does come true. So anyways, back to the action. Coming into the final lap, we've got a lot of back markers ahead. Will that play will that play into Webber's hands? Here we go, this is it, white flag, here we go, last lap of 2013, what's going to happen? Down the main straight, down to enter the centre S's, good exit through there, Webber is 6/10 behind, will he get me down the straight? I'm going to go defensive, going down to the inside, Webber not using my slipstream, going into this next corner. I thought that was Alonso there. I was thinking, why is Alonso right there? No, he isn't. Webber's right behind me. I've got to be really careful if you're heading into this double right-hander. It is going to be so close between me. I've got a few black markers. I've got to be really careful in terms of defending and passing through this next corner. Trying to overtake. Nowhere to go. I'm going down the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact with Guido van der Garde. I'm going to use my flashback here. Kenny is this next corner, going around the outside of Guido van der Garde, and Guido blocks Webber. That's good news for me. That has helped me. That's helped Button so much now, because he will be now in a good position to take the podium unless I make a mistake or I run out of fuel. Going down the main straight, Hamilton wins the race. Alonso is second, but all eyes is on Jenson Button as he takes third place. Webber is going to come fourth. What a result from Jenson Button, starting in 8th. What a big win for Button here in Brazil. Great result. There, Webber behind. Great battle throughout. What a way to end the season. Here's the final results. Lewis Hamilton takes the win at Brazil. Fernando Alonso second. Jenson Button third. Mark Webber fourth. Nico Rosberg fifth. Sebastian Vettel sixth. Romain Grosjean seventh. Kimi Räikkönen eighth. Sergio Perez ninth. Felipe Massa 10th. Nico Hülkenberg 11th. Adrian Sutil 12th. Esteban Gutierrez was 15th. 14th was Paul di Resta. 15th was Daniel Ricciardo. 16th was Pascal Maldonado. 17th was John Oakford. 18th was Max Chilton. 19th was Guido van der Garde. 20th was Jules Bianchi. And 21st was Charles Pic retired. And the first and the only retirement was Valtteri Bottas. So there we go, folks. What a major victory for Button. I mean, that's getting, you know, pushing hard, doing the overtakes really early during the race to confirm that position, and then having that last lap battle there with Webber there. So good. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. It's your boy Jenson Button. I'm out. Peace.